Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is just going to be a quick tip video. Shouldn't be more than a few minutes, so we'll just get right to it. Now, when Games Workshop released their texture paints, a lot of people were really thrilled with this idea of being able to easily add some texture to the bases with color at the same time, kind of simplifying the whole process of kind of flocking the bases and making, cool and interesting looking bases with a minimum of muss and fuss. And personally, I thought it seemed kind of a waste to have a huge line of those things because they're so easy to make. And then I saw somebody getting really excited about the fact that they were going to add another color to the line of texture paints, and I figured maybe it was time to show people who maybe hadn't thought about this how to go about making your own texture paint. Now, first thing is, you're not going to mix this up in batches. You're just going to mix, a little bit at a time, however much you think you're going to need to do what you're going to do. And to do that, and you're going to kick yourself if you hadn't thought of this yourself, you need two things. You need some paint, and I'm going to be using Sandy Brown. This is Vallejo Model Air. And you need something to texture it with. And in this case, I'm going to be using my big bag of playground sand. And by the way, if you want to do yourself a favor in texturing your bases for the future, go to your local DIY shop, your Home Depot, your Lowe's, what have you, and go buy yourself a bag, a 25-pound bag of playground sand. It'll cost you about $5, and you will have a lifetime's worth of texture. And I actually like the consistency of the playground sand. It's mostly pretty fine, as opposed to this is a mixture of stuff that I had been using previously, and I still use periodically, but even the finest grain in here is pretty coarse. I like the playground sand better. But to do this, you need some paint. And then I add the sand to that, and I tend to add as much as I need so it looks like it's just stopped coloring it, right? See how there's still like just a bit of dryness up top, and it's slowly getting all absorbed. Well, that's a good place to start for me. And then I actually usually do this in my on my palette, but this is a good place to start. This is a little bit on the thin side, but that's fine. You can do that, and you can apply that with a brush or with a sculpting tool. It's not the easiest thing to move around, especially when you're using thinner paints like I do. But there's your texture ready to apply to a base. And I'm using the tool here, but the brush is probably the easier way to go. And you can smooth it out and get almost a, when it dries, you'll have what would be almost a asphalt like texture, just like very, very subtly textured. Or you can just really work the brush into there and give it different levels, and then you'll get something a little rockier. And as you can see here, I've just gone ahead and done a variety of colors and textures. And so up top, these are mixes that are a little bit thinner the paint's been thinned a little bit, and so the resulting texture is a little bit smoother, and here is a little bit chunkier. There's smooth again. This one here that looks a little bit like coffee grounds, that one is that thicker texture that I was showing you earlier, not the playground sand. This one here, this one I added some Vallejo gel base to it to give it a little bit more body. If you add the gel base, you can really build it up. You know, if you have like a big area that you want to fill, the gel really helps, because on its own the texture paint's just going to want to settle out, really, you know, level out and not really build up too much. But with the gel, you can really kind of go crazy with it. But you know, I've got some ivory, and I've got some more of the sandy color and black, and you can do whatever you want with it. And it's really easy, and anybody can do it. And why aren't you doing this already? Go out and buy yourself some sand. That's it. That's really all you need to know. When it dries out, it's really solid. You can wash on it. You can dry brush on it. It's real simple, real straightforward, and go do it now. Go. That's it. I will talk to you all later. Bye.